Add the stream. Move it here. Buddy. Yeah, there you go. Let's do it again. There it is. I got her now. Is there anybody out there? Hello. Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on down. I hear you're feeling down. I can ease the pain. Get on your feet again. You're gonna have to go to my channel and find me live because I'm on a computer. The only way I can send you a link is via email. It's not sending out the notifications. I see a body in here. And they call him Pum, a newborn king. Yeah, wow. Been a long time since I sang that song. Yeah, eh? And it disappeared. Come on, baby. Um, holy cow, am I not going to do anything here? something. Open it. YouTube. All right. Dun, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da. I see somebody popping in and out. Come on. I am here. Oh, wow. I can't reach out and touch no one. All right. I see two people in there. There is a link already there if you want to come up. I have nothing showing in chat. Yep. There you are. Shows a second person in there. Hell must be busy in everybody else's chats. The link not working for you, Bubba? Oh, here you are.
Hola.
There's the holler Billy from Missouri. Oh, here you are.
Haven. Hola.
There's the holler Billy from Missouri. Shut your YouTube off. Oh, here you are.
Haven. Hola. I'm a looking.
There's the holler Billy from Missouri. Shut your YouTube off. Oh,
I'm a trying to. Just give me a second. Hola. I'm a looking.
Shut your YouTube off.
I'm a trying to. Just give me a second. I'm a
Yay!
Okay, is that any better? Hello? Can you hear me now?
I was just waiting to find out if it fired back at you.
No,
You're good.
For some reason I had to close YouTube and just run on StreamYard.
Yes, that's what you have to do. You have to mute
Well,
YouTube or close it.
I had to completely close it. It wouldn't let me mute it. But I was like, what the heck?
Self-answering question, YouTube.
They don't like me anymore. I'm in the show. Everyone can see and hear me.
Yeah. Everyone, like just me and you. People are popping in and popping right back out.
Oh, well, it's probably because I'm up here.
Oh, well.
They're allergic to truth.
Well, yeah, we see a lot of that every day.
They want Godspeed, but they want chicken feed to go.
I want my reparations.
Preparation H is what they need, because they all talk like they got a sore booty.
Did you see I Am the American's last one?
Yes. Okay, go back over here to the YouTube. See if I can't get this to work. I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand. No. I don't understand. No. Yes, I know that tab is playing in audio. I'm trying to get it to click on that tab so I can make that tab quit playing in audio. But it ain't working, so I'm just going to close that freaking tab. All right, I have no YouTube up. I go click on it so I can go down there and mute. Nope.
It don't like you.
Apparently not.
Oh, this is sad.
What'd they do? Oh, here comes somebody.
Hey, it's the Redneck Rebel.
Well, hello there, Redneck Rebel.
How you doing, brother? Okay, Redneck Rebel pops in. Now I'm showing 0.
Scared him.
Also, you were saying you're gone now too. There's nobody in my show.
How the hell am I gone?
You're there. It's just the number count shows 0.
Oh, there's Rob.
Yeah, doing very good, brother. Doing very good.
Kind of fair to middling, partly cloudy, round the middle and bottom at the top. Drinking my water.
Well, as I discussed in my previous video, and as we discussed in person, we need to pass the buck around to all of our people out there, especially those who honor and defend their First Amendment and Second Amendment rights, to get out there and fill out the petitions, pass them around for signatures, and hand them to their government officials and say enough is enough. Either do or get off the pot.
Yep. Drop a deuce or kick on down the road.
And yes, to anybody who's listening, I am trying to keep this in a subliminal fashion because we know what Master YouTube is going to do to us if we speak specifically.
If they don't like it, love it, leave it. About 2 is what I give it.
But hopefully here within the next month, we'll be able to provide you a platform and a service plan which follows the Constitution.
Yeah, it even says we can make money. A whole $2 a year. Yay.
Well, and the reason behind that is in order to be a free open service, we have to charge you so that we don't fall underneath FCC guidelines.
Yeah, you're paying for a membership and then you fall under the FCC guideline.
But there'll be no advertisement. So therefore you don't have to comply with advertisement rules and regulations.
Nope. And if you want monetized, sell something.
Yeah. You want to make funds, you want to build a bank account, sell some merch, or set up something for your own donation plan.
And if you need some merch, I got a lady that'll make anything you want, that'll say anything you want it to say, and she don't care about the weather. And she's fairly reasonable on her stuff. She's got a 500,000 other things she makes she wants to show me. And I'm like, just send pictures and I'll show it to Jim too. Because today I don't even know what half of this stuff is you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on them snowflake t-shirts.
They're in the process.
I know I'm asking for a tall order, but that's going to be one hell of an item.
Yep. Hey, we've already got snow this year. And then we got snow again this year. Dang.
Still with us, Rob?
Oh, no, we can get in and out. Just don't want to get in or out. Kind of like it here. I never did understand that. People buy a house and then they stay away from it. They always got to go somewhere else.
You gotta love it.
That's it's like buying a new car and not driving it. Or buying a new pair of shoes and not wearing them.
That's Ruby.
Yeah, that's Ruby. The hermit.
Our other buddy there in Texas, you know who I'm speaking of.
Uh-huh.
He put out a broadcast earlier that Trump is in the process of ordering a let me get this right. I don't want to underspeak my tongue here.
Executive order for martial law.
Martial law, yes, a partial martial law, not a full-fledged.
That way he can rerun the election.
Under the proper plan.
Right.
Yeah. And the same thing I warned everybody. What did I say he was going to do after the election? And I said this, 5 months ago?
Something like that. And I have said all along that we won't know until 2020.
January
2021. January 20th of 2021. We'll know who the president is. We're not going to know before then.
Absolute.
They can holler, this person's got it, that person's got it, and they don't know any better than we do. We probably know more than they do.
Oh boy.
Because the only thing they know is what they get put on their teleprompters. And if he does get it, it'll be Russian collusion and he stole the election.
Yeah.
Whatever all that means.
Well, somebody mentioned something else on there saying that I don't know how true it is. Truthfully, I don't. If our Canadian brothers were in there, I'd be able to find out and get more understanding. But they said that China soldiers are marching down the streets in Canada.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past them. I just wouldn't put anything past them. I really wouldn't.
Well, we already know the French army is not the strongest in the world. That's why they always call us.
Only on days that end in Y do they call us.
But in this case, we can't help them. that would be violating a treaty.
Well, they don't need our help now. They got the 10th man.
That's right.
He's a dang genius now.
Yeah. He'll beat him down with logistics.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Who?
10th man.
Oh.
He's a genie.
Okay.
Yep. He sure is. Yeah. Democracy means that people ought to be able to vote for public officials in a fair election and make most political decisions by majority rule.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Right. Didn't say Congress got to make them, it said the people. Liberty, on the other hand, means that even in a democracy, individuals have the right that no majority should be able to take away. Well, if we got rights they can't take away, why don't we petition our government? Find out why they took away our rights. Our rats. Not like mousy rat, not like rat, no.
You know, like I told you before, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep spreading that word and spreading it and spreading it and spreading it. But I also will be out there doing it myself like I've already been doing.
Eyes are trying.
I'm fighting my ass off to get Governor Cuomo out.
I'm getting ready to file a petition
I
here in the
think I
state of
should.
misery. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I want some peach tea. Yeah. I'll trade up on my flavors. Instead of ginger and honey, I'll go with peach this time.
I guess Rob C done left us or fell out.
He
Sorry,
probably
brother.
He fell asleep. It's okay.
I need to ask Jim if he got that link that I sent him about Cuomo.
Mimi wants to know if you got that thing she sent you about Como.
Yes.
Yes.
Just one more reason to get the motherfucker added
Easy with the language. We're trying to be polite.
Sorry, I forgot you're on live stream.
Well, you mean on the flags?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I think I re-kicked that back to Pat.
Yeah. I get to watch it twice that way. You know how slow us holler billies are. Sometimes we got to watch it 3 or 4 times before we pick up on it.
Amen, brother.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's strong.
Yeah, there ain't nobody else in here. I'm not gonna go quiet.
I can't figure out why mine looks so grainy.
Yeah, lighter background.
That's it. It's never done that before.
Remember, you brighten the house up.
Maybe if I adjust my dimmer switch. Where is my dimmer switch?
Settings.
There it is. What is the? Ooh.
You tell me, yeah, Rob C and whoever popped in and out are the only ones that got my daggone notification. Come on now. 413 subs. I know had to reach at least a portion of the people. Must be my title.
Oh no. I got crumb goodies.
Poor dirt farmer.
Oh my goodness. Hey, PDF.
PDF is in the house.
Senior walnut stick.
Yeah, that was pretty.
How come you didn't do that good on mine?
Yours was a trial.
I know, mine was a test dummy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Test dummies always go to the holler billies.
It's all right. Mine's a collector's item. There's only one of them.
That's right. One of a kind.
Poor dirt farmer said I mailed it. Tell Mimi thanks.
You're welcome.
She said you're welcome. I'm glad y'all know what you're talking about because I don't.
Go on. She double.
Oh. Oh.
Well, you put a lot of work into them things, man. It's about time you start marketing them. Get a little something for your service.
Why am I singing Elvis Presley tonight? I don't even like the guy. In the ghetto. Diesel,
So what?
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
So what's going on down in the sands?
I don't know. He was catching rattlesnakes not too long ago.
How about it, sand pile?
He likes making folks smile more than money.
Well, they can still smile.
I have to agree with him. After the feds got done with him, they were grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah. Yeah, they put a big dent in his pocket.
They made him smile.
Well, they were smiling.
Yeah, he made them smile. If they weren't smiling after that, there was something wrong with them. They caught themselves a criminal. A criminal.
Well, it's not much different than you. They got paid for a very long time for you.
Oh, I know it. Paid for something I was already. I'm telling you, that was like alimony. It was the screwing I get for the screwing I got. That's the best way I know to look at it.
They were getting paid what, $175 a daggone day for
Shoot.
you.
I bet they were getting paid more than that. Ticked them off. They couldn't take my pension though. They made that ill-gotten attempt. I got a letter from the VA over that one. Did you authorize this? No, I did not.
Did you get a paper and writing from me?
Will you authorize this? No, I will not. Okay. Well, you know you can't have money in here from the state. It's not in here. It's in the bank.
It's out of your reach.
And it ain't in this state anyway. I don't even live in this state. Big dummy.
Oh boy. You just woke up.
He had a nap. Oh.
What's a nap?
I don't know. I just lay down and fall asleep. I don't know.
I just wake up and it's hammered down from there until I get done.
He needs coffee.
All right. All right.
That's it. Some kind of wonder drug. Prozac is some kind of wonder drug.
Did you get it?
Fillmore. Last time I felt more, I got in trouble. I quit that.
Yeah, I've been down in his territory a couple of times. Really, I just didn't have time to stop because I had dedicated beer delivery, so it could get shipped overseas.
Well, they weren't coming to me.
No, it got shipped overseas.
Contrary to popular belief.
There's a container transport distribution center just up there by Tallahassee.
That's my
Well, just for those out there recording this and not brave enough to come up and say hi, I don't drink beer. I drink whiskey in my tea. That's why I said, whoo, that's strong.
You know, ain't nobody's business what you drink. I think you a grown man.
That's our code word around here when I order peach tea. Comes with a little of that peach tree schnapps in it.
Yeah, on peppermint schnapps.
No, peach snaps. I don't like that peppermint snaps.
You don't like peppermint tea?
It makes your breath too fresh, and the cops know what you've been up to. I don't know what's wrong with my water today. Poured it right out of the faucet.
Rusty pipes.
The only pipes in this house getting rusty are mine.
I dare not comment. Mimi might just reach through and slap me.
I got to go do fasting labs Monday. Yeah.
I love your coronavirus test. Put your thumb on there. Hey, PDF's coming up.
What's happening?
This is
Happening in
it.
the sand pile.
Oh, same old shit, different day. You know how it is.
Absolute.
Yeah.
Just another day in paradise.
I used to have a paradise, but I lost one of them.
That was good. I like that one.
Yeah, I was sleeping good till the damn dog woke me up. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill his ass one of these days.
He said, "Get up, you lazy bum! You're in my bed."
Well, you should be
Here's
glad.
What?
You should be glad you ain't got Pat's cackle rooster.
So,
It doesn't even sound good. I don't know what it is, but it don't sound good.
well, if he could crow, it would be all right.
He just cackles.
He sounds like he swallowed a screech owl. And he's trying to crow around his head, and it's trying to screech.
I think
He
I was
probably got
I don't
some of that misery inbred going on.
He didn't even come from Missouri.
Or maybe that's his problem then. I don't know. Maybe it should have.
He
I
came.
think he came from Arkansas.
He came from Oklahoma. No, he came from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Get in here and come on with your badass self. And you go out, motherfucker. One in, one out. It's like a revolving door around here. Oh, how'd you
What
get
need
in? He
is
must
my dog.
Oh, yeah? Why, will he run the rest of them off? Oh. Now a cat came in. Fuck, man. Fucking Evil Eddie's in here now. You don't mess with Evil Eddie, I'm telling you. Hey, don't mess with me either. I got the damn trophy. Fuck around. Trophy up in this bitch now. Got my
That's
shit
right.
going on. Huh? Got the full charge. Ready
look
to
at that pretty
go?
camera.
Ready to go?
Look at that
Don't
pretty
fuck
camera.
around. Huh?
I said, look at that pretty camera.
I know it. I keep that bitch right close, fully charged. With the battery back up underneath it on full charge. Oh, it's already charged. I can unplug that now. Never know when you're going to need them.
That's right.
So I grab my trophy, my camera, and I'm good to go. So what y'all been doing? I see you out here giving the Democrats hell, Jim.
Well, I'm giving everybody hell.
Old No Hand. Old No Hand. You seen No Hand out there?
No.
Where the heck did SNS go? Yeah, old No Hand. Remember old Spartacus? No Hand?
Yeah.
He out there driving around. He got his truck. He got his camera going on, and he come out with a big old banner that said "Fuck Democrats." He had them all pissed off the other day too. He doing the drive around in the summer. He was just up there in Pennsylvania, New York area, right before the snow hit. He put a video out yesterday. His new title is No Hand. That's his channel name now. I like seeing him driving around in trucks, shining out the windshield, fucking snow and shit, you know? Like, oh, hell no. I'm glad I'm not there.
He made it back. Whatever happened to him.
And mine falls out hot, too. So what you been up to, SNS? Them and Pete? I'd call your mom and
Standing
pop.
around.
What's up, mom and pop? Huh?
Just standing on my head trying to stack BBs.
I heard that. Sounds like a good job. Sounds like a good job. I hope you're making a lot out of it. A whole bunch of BBs.
Well, at least these you don't have to feed.
Yeah, tell me about it. Don't cost no fuel, no gas money. Good. No insurance, even better.
The biggest problem I got is I got to learn how to stand on my head first. I heard a great joke the other day.
Looking around trying to find the cat.
That's
You-
evil
you-
Ed. He's looking at me.
You got my cat looking for your cat.
I just look
Diesel.
at him. I don't do anything.
My
That's evil Ed right there.
our tomcat's standing here looking around like, what in the world?
He's like, I'm gonna kick you right in the ass.
I don't see a cat, but I hear the cat.
That's funny.
I heard a good joke the other day. So boy wanted to go hiking up in Jellystone or Yellowstone or one of them stone parks.
Right.
And they told him before he could go, he had to take a test and go through this class and learn about bears. And he said, okay. So he's going through this class and they're teaching about bears. And they say, now, if it's a brown bear, you can look at the scat on the ground. And if it's got rabbit fur or anything like that in it, you'll know it's a brown bear. And if it's a brown bear, all you got to do is wear a bunch of shiny buttons on your clothes and some bells on your hat and wave a stick, and they'll go away because they don't like all that noise. He said, now, the grizzly bear, on the other hand, you got to learn to use this spray. And he said, the way you can tell if it's grizzly bear scat is there'll be a lot of shiny bells in it and some fancy buttons, and it'll smell like pepper spray.
Oh man.
Well,
I don't think Eddie liked that one.
do what?
Cats. Yeah. My next life, I'm not gonna have any animals.
Right.
I'm gonna get to be one of the animals. No, I'm not touching you. I swear I didn't.
Knowing his luck, he's going to be a rattlesnake.
Well, stop, man. He's trying to claw me. He's got his feet in the air. Look. Oh, I just jumped up in the damn chair.
He's like, you're going to pet me or else.
Yeah, he's going to attack, man. He's full speed attack. I think he wants some leftovers or something. Hey, one day he come walking across the yard. He looked like he had a human chin. The whole bottom of his head was swole up, right? I mean, he looked like a human. His face looked human. He had like a human chin. So I went over there and popped his chin, which he didn't like very much, but he was happy the next day because he didn't have an extra chin no more. You had noodles, you had steak. There's no way you're still fucking hungry. Man, I just fed leftover beef stew out of the can. You know, canned stew, beef stew, like canned beef, I guess it is. They have canned pork, they have canned chicken. You know what I mean? They have canned beef, right?
Yeah.
Well, somebody gave me a bunch of the cans. They were still good. I mean, they weren't out of date or nothing, but I don't know where they came from. So I feed them to the cats, you know. So I open these cans up of beef, man, and I make up a box of like noodles or something. I got leftovers. I'll mix that in there and give it to him. So that's what he had today for dinner. And now he's coming in here acting like he's starving, wanting more. God damn, he ate better than I did. I didn't even get beat today. Huh?
Here's what I'm trying to get rid of.
Huh.
Oh, we have a honored guest here now. I am the American. Welcome, brother.
What's up? I am the American.
There is a link in case you want to come up and have a face-to-face with us.
So what, you been eating too much beef there, SNS, or what?
Nope. I don't know what the heck happened.
You been to the doc?
Going on Monday.
Going on Monday when I get my fasting labs and all that crud.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I am just bloated like gas, and I've tried Gas X and everything else, and it don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, hey.
Yeah, something got to go see the specialist this time.
Not a problem, brother.
I go see one of them every 5 years anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
Use AA. Yeah, that'd get rid of it. Get rid of me while it's at it.
No justice. What's happening?
No justice, no peace.
And you'll
Yes.
still pay more than $100 out in Las Vegas for beef.
Well, for anybody who is out there or anybody who views this later, whoever hasn't yet, go check out our brother, I Am the American. He has great content, and he also has some pretty good conversations.
You know, we can't share links no more.
He's yeah.
It's pretty screwed up they would do that to us, don't you think?
Pissed off at all. Well, no, just get you a petition together and petition your government and make them stop all that.
I gotta put that up. Yeah, get your self a petition in your territory. Fill it out to all the details. Get all your community, sign it, bring it down to the chief, say fix the problem or leave our office. Did I lose you, Pat?
I don't know. My shit's been breaking up all week. I don't know if it's my signal or somebody else's anytime anymore. Yeah, the government's mad because they hacked their computers and now they want to take our fucking rights to share links away. What's up with that?
YouTube is on our own little bull crap. That's why I can't wait. We're almost there. We're looking at about another 30 days to have servers up, and we'll be our own server network.
Yeah.
They already did. They did a shutdown on the Beltway, preventing anybody from getting in and out of Washington, D.C., and they surrounded the White House, but, you know, national news didn't want to advertise it. And I personally wasn't there because I drive a company.
Yeah.
But yeah, the truck drivers already did their protest strike. There's a lot of pissed off people because they couldn't get on and off the Beltway to get into Washington D.C. But oh well.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be honest. I'm glad I live down here in the woods, away from all the bullshit, because there's really not much I personally can do as one person. So I get to sit back and watch, I guess, for a while, see what happens. And then he done fell out again.
Well,
His signal bad as mine here late.
yeah, Pat fell out, but he'll be back in a minute. He probably has to reset his
How
internet.
can all of our signals be so shitty all the time? I mean, think about it. They can give us good signals.
Yeah, Pat's deep in the holler, so if he has any type of bad weather, it disrupts the signal.
Yeah, but it could be better than that. The potential's
They don't
there.
have no tower near them.
You know they're going to give you the least amount possible. They keep turning the knob down, 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 till right before they have to turn it back up a half a notch, and that's where we get. Because they could turn that knob wide open, you know what I'm saying? We could have some fucking good signal.
Well, Pat's only going to have to deal with it for a little bit longer. Then he's going to have more internet speed than most of us out here.
Hell yeah.
Because he's going to be connected off of a commercial providing. As I was saying, we're starting our own service network,
Yeah.
creating our own streaming capability, so that everybody who wants the freedom and loves the Constitution and loves their freedom of speech and being able to talk about the issues that they want to talk about without having any political adversaries out there saying you can't say that when you know you
Dude,
can.
They took YouTube age restricted one of my videos. It had been out there for 8 months before YouTube age restricted my rain video. I'm standing at the front door videoing it fucking raining for 2 minutes. 8 months later, YouTube age restricts my freaking rain video. I mean, there's no sense to this. This shit's so out of fucking control. There's nobody even talking. There's no music, no TV playing, nothing. Just a mild rain. It's not even rough rain to scare the children. There is a small rumble of thunder in the background, but it's not enough to make the kids scared to go outside. So, but yet YouTube age restricts fucking rain. I mean, get real. This shit's out of fucking. And it took them 8 months to find. Hey, it took them 8 months to find this scary 2 minutes of fucking Florida rain, drizzle.
Well,
so they're really
here's
doing
the funny
good.
one.
Huh?
I made a video 3 weeks ago, and it was up for a minute. It got like 67 views, and then YouTube took it down. Said for inadequate content. In other words, saying that there was some type of nudity in there, and there was no cussing, no nudity, and I was talking political.
YouTube's fucking out of control. I would laugh if YouTube collapsed in one day and just disappeared. I would laugh.
They didn't like it because I was telling other Americans their rights and what they can do about their rights.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen them take so many good pages down that just it's pure KGB bullshit. It ain't no different than Nazi fucking communist fucking bullshit going on right now in America, around the world. Full control, comply or die. That's the way it is. And like they said, when the government, when our police start taking political views, you know you're fucked. When you got police stations that are going to stand up for whatever side, whether it be Democrat or Republican, your government's screwed.
You're
Police are
on
supposed
New
to be
York,
neutral.
my
Huh?
7th. I was just reading I Am American's chat. I think I got that. Yeah, I got that. I put it together now.
Come January 1st, when they have not signed a stimulus package deal, millions of people are fixing to be kicked out onto the streets from their homes. Nobody's really focusing on that, you know. And to me, that's going to be that's going to be really bad. Or are they going to want to bring these people to these camps that they built, you know, for their safety and food and all? You know?
You mean Walmart?
Huh?
You mean Walmart?
All the Walmart camps they built? Yeah, maybe it could be. I mean, possible that could be the beginning of it, and then ship them off to another one eventually. We got a better place down the road. Either way, people forget about all the shit they had been talking about for the last 5 or 10 years. You know, they forgot about these camps they built with fences around, nobody living in. Nobody knew why. You know,
Walmart's going to be the next soup line for America.
yeah, you go there and get your free food. Dude, they're giving away fucking pallets and pallets of food over in Tallahassee. I haven't seen no place nowhere near where I live advertised they're giving away food. But like in Tallahassee, the bigger cities, they're giving away there's 1,000 people in line getting boxes of food. These people driving brand new cars and shit.
Well, I Am the American put up a good point right there. What about all the poor people who lost their insurance yesterday?
Oh, yesterday that happened?
Yep.
Yep.
So I didn't hear about that. I was busy. I didn't get on the internet. So now what actually happened? What happened? A bill that was signed, executive order ran out. What exactly? What happened? Did they vote it out? What happened?
They're running out of money. They don't have the money, so they had to cut funding somewhere. So where are they going to cut it? Poor people's health. They want people to die. Isn't that Bill Gates' recommendation? 15% of population. Well, since COVID, he's managed to really make a boo boo. Because now, as soon as the 9-month breaks here, we're going to run into another baby boom.
So they would rather have a bunch of young people they can manipulate than all the old people that have education. The new kids aren't going to know what each other look like. The new kids are going to lose their identity as a human. They're going to be known as face mask, skull and bones, or face mask,
PDA
pink
for you. You got that from No Justice right there?
All right, I'll have to go check it out.
It's right here.
Justice.
I got it posted on the screen.
Brittany Crishaw. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I'll check it out. No Justice.
You want it again?
Page? No, I was reading it. That's what I said. I'll check it out. It's on his page. I'll definitely try to check it out. I've been running ragged trying to fucking make a few bucks, you know. The jobs I'm getting are so spread out between inspections that by the time you make money, you end up with fucking more gas involved and time than you're actually making.
Vet Tech Kimmy, hello.
Nobody's hardly working in Florida that I know. You know what I mean? The people that I know aren't really working.
Vet Tech Kimmy, that's classified information on a need-to-know basis.
Kimmy, hello, Vet Tech Kimmy. We were hiding out over here, and you found us. We're trying to stay away from all the bullshit. You know, I go to the auditors club and talk to Spirit and them, and just tired of all the bullshit. I'm just sick of it. I'll make my videos when I find them, if I do them, and I've learned a lot in the past 30 days, I should say, and not all of it makes me
Yes,
happy.
that is exactly what I do. I am the American. I don't post the link. I just rip it and replay it.
I don't know how to rip it. How do you rip it? What program you use?
You copy it. You copy the video and then just replay it.
They
With
they
what?
use Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. Hey, Jack's a terrible guy. We were talking about Jack earlier. You think about Jack the Ripper, that's just one Jack, right?
How's that old lady saying?
not-
Oh, you don't know
I
Jack.
am not going there.
Well, you got Jack off, you got, you know, I mean, it just goes on forever. I mean, Jack's the problem. He went up the hill, you know,
Jack
fell
being
down with Jill, you know, fucked that all up.
Yeah, they both went up with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50.
Yeah. And Jack, he traded what, some beef for some fucking beans? I mean, Jack and the Beanstalk, dude, he's fucked up. You
Oh,
know.
5-speed is in the house. But
All
Kim,
right.
Hey,
to answer that question, you have to go to the content providers page, and you have to copy their URL, not just that video. You have to copy URL with the abbreviations of that video in a URL, and then transfer it into your clipboard, and then you can copy it into that format and recreate it for yourself.
Yeah. So I had a program that I was able to download it.
Or and yes, anybody who doesn't have I Am the American, please go check out his channel.
Well, I'm pissed. They made it where we can't hardly find anybody's channels. You can't share links. I mean, what the fuck, man?
Oh, you'll find his. If you don't find his that way, put in anything dealing with Grandmaster J. Videos related to Grandmaster J. You all right there, Pat? Or did you fall out again? It fell out again. He's getting mad. I already see him fuming.
Okay, I'm searching.
All right. I'm not good at that shorthand. His icon is a person with big angel wings.
Let me go to channels. I Am the American. All right, I found it. I'm already fucking subbed to you. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to you.
That's good shit.
Yeah, I've been on his page before. So where's this Brittany Crishaw from? I might have seen the video. I don't know. I forget the names. I'm not good with names. Hey, I finally mailed Sea Devil's stick out. I was so glad that thing finally was gone. I would have kept it and polyurethaned it for another month, but she wanted it. I can make them things shine, look like there's a coat of glass over top of them, you know. I never knew I could do that as much as what I've been learning. And the darker woods show it a lot better, I've noticed. That's what they try to do to me all the time, M&P. They try to jam me up, man. I mean, they always try to jam me up, man. So all I do is stand there. They be trying to jam us up, man. I know. I remember the day I pulled it out of the pile, Kimmy. It was like sticking 10 feet out the back of my truck. I had to drag a whole big old log out of the truck and cut it down. It was huge. That's what I had to start with to get what I wanted. Something that would be strong enough. You know what I mean? I couldn't start with a skinny little stick or it would break. I had to start with a log, whittle it down to where it was. Hopefully it's not too heavy. I know it's not too heavy, but it's strong. I know that. That's a strong piece of black walnut she's getting there. That should have probably last for many, many years too. Unless someone throws it in the fire. Because it's the heart of the black walnut, you know? When you get down to the center of the black walnut, it's like the center of a cedar. The cedar's like purple. Well, the black walnut's a dark, dark chocolate brown. The outside of the tree is white, you know, the wood part, but the center of that bitch is dark. Just a lot of boredom, Kimmy. A lot of boredom. Stranded in the woods. You got to come up with something to keep your mind a little bit sane.
That might get disturbed and left. This stream wasn't holding.
But you're almost there, American. I'll have to share you if you want me to. Try to get you over 1,000. Try to share you on a few of my pages that I send links to. Tell everybody, help get over 1,000. But it don't matter because YouTube's taking shit away from you. You could gain 20 tonight and they'll take 15 away tomorrow. And they've been doing some weird shit. I think they're getting rid of channels, I think, like that haven't been used in a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people talking about they're losing subscribers by a lot. And I was like, yeah, I've lost a few, gained a few, lose a few. But that's the way it always has been, I thought. But I guess it's been more noticeable lately. But they should get rid of all the damn troll channels, if you ask me. You shouldn't have a channel out there if you have no content, no subscribers, and you've been for years. You know what I mean? He ain't got not one damn video. I don't see the sense in that. You know, they do have a public platform you can watch on, but you can't leave comments, right? The public platform. You got to log in to leave a comment because you have to have a name. It says that this name left a comment. Well, if you don't log in and you don't have an account, you can still watch YouTube videos. But you shouldn't be able to make an account and go without putting any videos up there for years. Just a troll account, basically. Just think of all the hard drive space they would save. These people got 20 fucking troll names out here, you know? You can try to go to all the private channels, Kimmy. Go to
I've noticed
YouTube.
that PDF. You know, I'll go to bed like, I don't know, 470 something and get up and be down to 461.
Yeah,
So,
YouTube's erasing channels or something.
yeah, I don't give a shit no more.
I don't either.
Hell with 'em. Hell with them.
I'm still going to do my thing.
That's it. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Nothing but been doing it all this time. Ain't nobody I ain't had to ask no permission. Where them and P
Yep.
go now?
Just let
Mom and
I
Pop.
out the American. I subbed to you today. I think it was, my friend. Jim was telling me about you. I figured I'd go check you out.
There's Pat.
Howdy,
Yeah,
howdy.
Jim and P down there. Oh, he's up on the panel now. What's up, brother?
Oh man, sitting here fighting with this StreamYard thing. It keeps wanting me to open an account.
Yeah.
So it blocks me and keeps going, open an account. So then I have to back out of everything and then turn back into it. Or go forward into it or whatever. Hey, fairly well. I go back in on the 21st for fasting labs and all that good junk.
Really?
Vet Tech, I had to
That is not.
open a new YouTube channel due to the fact that mine got shut down, terminated.
Yeah. One thing good, I got that one guy, Ed for Action. I got Terry Golson.
Whose audio?
I got a bunch of people that have shared a lot of my videos. So if I ever go down, my videos are still going to be out there forever, unless everybody goes down, which I doubt they'll take every single body. I can pretty much be assured my videos will be out there even if I disappear.
I would suggest to anybody that's got any content on any platform that is valuable to them to back it up.
Download it. Go to YouTube and hit download and download it to your computer and then put it on a thumb drive.
Yep. Be even better if you had it in paper form.
My thumbs can't drive.
Yep.
Mine either.
It's kind of hard to do that with one finger on the wheel.
You know, see myself, I think all of those
There we
posts are that's your information. You created a record out here.
If they
Oh,
ever
yeah.
research how many times I've typed in happy fuck the cops, they fuck the police, I bet you I probably said that on the internet.
You just
I
ain't
hope
got
I-
to send it to a post office anymore. You can post it on a public platform.
Well, I hope I've said it 1,000,000 times out here by the time I'm done, at least.
Vet Tech Kimmy, if you can remember my phone number. If not, get it from one of these guys on the panel. And I'll send you a link to my new page so you can find it.
On a mod, drop your link.
I can't drop links anymore.
We don't
Oh, you
know.
can't.
Nope.
YouTube took that.
Boy. They're squirming, aren't they?
Ain't they?
Yep.
Yes, they are. Oh, trust
Hey,
me. I'm
somebody-
pretty-
Somebody tried to share a link from YouTube to another platform and couldn't do it.
You can't share a link at all. It don't
You
matter
can
how
pin
many printed you got. You can have a whole
Now,
toolbox.
Jim can pin it to the top. Like if he puts the link and pins it to the top of his StreamYard, StreamYard will let you pin the link. YouTube won't no more. YouTube's got a bug, so to speak. Ever since the government got hacked, all of a sudden YouTube got a bug. And how comes whenever you click on someone's name, it always shows the red lights, the red subscribes not lit, like you're not subscribed to the person, but if you click on their channel, you are.
Welcome
Ah.
to the world.
They're all screwed up. Screw tube, man. Screw tube. Now all that goes, but they can leave thousands of people have dozens and dozens of troll channels that have nothing on them, and that's come out here threatening people and all the bullshit that goes on, and that's allowed on YouTube, but you can't have a 2-minute rain video because that'll be age restricted. But it'll take them 8 months to find it.
Hey, that's no worse than being on 2-week suspension. And in the process of being on suspension, apparently I uploaded a video that had pornographic material in it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. They just say whatever they want to say.
Yeah, that was causing sexual gratification.
But you can shave your vagina on YouTube in a medical fucking form as education, and that's okay. You can wax a vagina on YouTube, and that's okay.
I didn't
It's
put none up.
educational. See, you forgot to put that this video was educational. Maybe, I don't know. Everything I do is listed as educational for that reason. If you can educationally wax or shave a vagina, naked vagina on YouTube, and it's educational, so it's okay, well, then you better list your page as educational. That's all.
Well, I think what's going on with YouTube and all these platforms right now is the lights are on, and what happens when you flip the lights on at 3 o'clock in the morning? Cockroaches start to scatter.
Yeah, rats running everywhere.
Yeah, buddy, they're running scared right now.
Well, they're switching over. And it's like I said with the stock market. I was watching it, and it seemed like all the Republican stocks were in charge. They were all doing good. And then right before the election, all of a sudden I started separating them, and I wrote it down even. I got a pen and paper I use religiously.
Well, it is called a public platform, ain't it?
Yep.
YouTube is set up for the public. But like I said, all these fucking stocks started changing. The Republican stocks were dropping and the Democratic stocks were raising. And that was before the election. I says, you know what? Somebody then told the Democrats are going to be elected. And I was talking to a few people, and I told them, look, I read all the stocks. These are all Democratic stocks. They've all went up. This list over here, the Republican stocks, which were the oil stocks and all the oil drilling rigs and all that shit. So they all started to fall right before the election. No, they'll
All
balance
this
out.
all the insider trading stopping.
Somebody knew before the election. The
When
Democrats.
when you think about commerce and what these people have done, think about it. Back in the day, guy run a ranch. He had a herd full of livestock. What would he do? He'd take that livestock to the market. Is that the stock market right now? And are you that livestock with that birth certificate and social security card and everything today?
Well, they're
No.
trying to give us herd immunity. 70% of people get shot. We got herd immunity.
And then they capitalize on it at the stock market, at the market, right? All caps capacity on that driver's license, birth certificate, and social security card, and bank statements.
I'm not scared if they crash the internet.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to Salty Rant.
I almost long for the system to reset
Hello,
it. Salty Rant. What's up, man?
What are you guys up to?
hiding out.
General chat, brother.
I
Trying to
was
figure out how they going to screw us next. We already know how they do it.
We got this
Pretty
wrapped
much.
up.
I got to go back to work tonight. Man, that vacation went by too quick.
Yeah.
I never went anywhere. I didn't go to Vegas. Didn't go anywhere.
Did you get over your flu bug or whatever you had?
Nah, I'm still dealing with some upper respiratory issues. But you know what? I figure it like this. If I go to work and I start throwing up, I got a big, wide parking lot. Plenty of places to throw up.
Yeah, you don't even need to take a barf bag. You're good.
Just kick the door open.
I am the American. This is the Salty Rant up on panel. Check him out when you get a chance.
Hey,
Is he a good
Leprechaun.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump out of here for a few minutes. If you're still on here a little bit, I'll get back up. I got a couple things I need to get done. All right. Peace, everybody.
Be
Later.
Hey, Salty,
Yeah.
you got COVID 420.
Oh, is that what I got?
Yeah,
I got
Dirt
the-
Farmer knows how to get rid of it.
I got the lack of 420, but I know how to get the 420 rolling.
That's okay. I don't do the 420 thing because I want to be able to own guns in California, and the whole thing about being a gun owner and 420, and even though I currently don't own any guns, I still have a clean, clear license with which to be able to go out and purchase them.
Yeah. Well, you need to move to Missouri because by law you have to have them there. I think you have to have at least 6 or something. I don't know.
Shit, I could like a little bit in Missouri, but it's damn humidity and the cold.
Speaking of Missouri, Pat, I put a video out earlier, and I got dinged for it, and I sent an email informing me that I needed to take it down. But Missouri, I guess, is going to pass a new bill that will automatically take away every federal law ever made revolving around guns. Now, mind you, there are some good things that they've done, like in keeping black powder firearms from state saying that they are firearms and all that good stuff. But at the same time, there are some bad things. So, yeah, it's one of those 50-50 things.
What do you mean? They're going to say that the felons can't have black powder now, or what?
Well, they're trying to get rid of all federal laws that have been put up since the Second Amendment, to where it goes back to literally the Second Amendment's the only law that revolves around guns. The problem is if they do that, states that have laws requiring felons to not be able to carry firearms will automatically go to no guns whatsoever. So if you don't mind losing that ability, that is okay. But if you think it's going to fix it and make it where everybody has them, then vote for it type deal.
I think it should go from that's going to turn it from one bullet into one whole block. I mean, if you take the whole block out, you probably got the right guy. I'm just saying. That's probably what will turn into. Huh?
Well,
Let me just put that into it.
If you're a felon, you can't own a firearm.
Yeah, but a black powder is not a firearm in federal eyes. They said that the black powder is not a firearm.
Unfortunately.
By the way, Jim, you may want to put up a little disclaimer real quick before I say what I'm getting ready to say, that says that your channel does not approve of the views of Leprechaun, nor do they suggest doing what Leprechaun's about to say.
Well,
Do not try this at home. This is only for experienced professionals.
In my personal opinion, everybody needs to pick up a gun, whether they're a felon or not, and they need to start driving either straight east or northeast or southeast, whatever they need to do to get to that special district, if you know what I'm saying, and show up on the front lawn and make a list of demands.
well, I'm gonna put that up in a minute. I am the American. Right after I make my statement. You see, what you just said is a contradictory statement. Not you personally, but what you're saying they're doing with the law, saying they're gonna squash all these federal mandates against gun owners. And you're saying that it will open up to everybody can carry a gun again, but some states will disagree with that and they will try to ban guns altogether. Well, the states who disagree with that will then be violating the Constitution of the United States,
Yep.
where you have a right to bear arms.
Well, they've already violated the Constitution, so it's not like they're afraid to do so. Every state has at least one law that violates the Constitution.
And you know what the main purpose of this stream is tonight? petitions, 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 petitions. Write them, get signatures, send them to every
By the
orifice
way,
of government
mention
agency.
that, I do have to tell you, and if is M&P still in the chat? I can't tell if they're still watching.
No, M&P fell out again.
Okay, well, if, you may want to send this to him, Jim, but there is a guy called Pinball Prepper. He has a website for folks that want to do petitions and mass mailing of letters to government agencies and governors and senators and all that good stuff. They've actually got a website where you can copy and paste a letter basically making demands, but they run a group called The Gathering. It's all peaceful, no showing up with your guns in hand on the front lawn. I'm going to go with that one again, front lawn. It's all letters, petitions, so on and so forth. So if you are really heavy into the peaceful way of doing things, which I'm really not, I'm okay with starting out peaceful, but if they don't take requests, I'm one of those that's first.
Well, you'll have to text me that website.
I sent you a link to one of his videos the other day via text.
Hey, we've been peaceful for over 80 years with the cannabis, and that hasn't turned out too well. Still, it's slowly turning around, but in actuality, all it's doing is giving the states their states' rights back. And I'm a firm believer in free cannabis. But when you give the states their states' rights back, well, let's go ahead and let Texas succeed from the union. Let's let California succeed from the union. Let's put up a border around every state, and you have to have a fence that you got to go through and show your ID to get into that state if they like you, which I'm sure I'll be trespassed, so I won't be able to get in. But either way, that's where we're heading. States' rights. States are going to be allowed to say what goes on in each state. Well, there goes United States because we're not united no more. But wait a minute, we're not united now because you can grow cannabis in one state, but they'll stick me in a cage in my state if I try it again. So either way, we live in a time where we are not a United States anymore. We have states' rights, which is what the colonists fought against, which back in Alabama, the federal government come in and said, no, Alabama, you don't get to have states' rights. But yet we have them now. And it's all okay because people don't even know what a fucking states' rights is and how detrimental that is to the United States, the federal government, and America. But hey, it's okay. You know,
It doesn't seem like we have any rights.
over there. Huh?
We don't have the same rights in most states that other states do in California because in California there's no open carry.
Well, there's no open carry in Florida unless you're going fishing, hunting, or
The only way I can open carry in California is if I had an armed guard card, which is in addition to my unarmed guard card, and I was going to and from work.
But they gave y'all weed. Y'all got weed, man.
Yeah, well, that's part of the problem in California.
You're right there, but yeah, you're talking about two of the biggest capitalist states, California and New York. New York has no open carry neither.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to trade one right for another right, you just gave up everything our relatives died for.
Right. You just completely reverse the process.
I'm not trading any rights. I'm just saying the People's Republic of Suck My Dick California is the one deciding we can have recreational marijuana or medical marijuana.
Are you sure you would want California to suck your dick? I wouldn't want them, especially Pelosi, anywhere near mine.
Well, like I said, I'm working on getting out of here, but it's taking some time.
That lady gives me the creeps,
Hey,
man.
Jim, get 2 text messages.
Yeah, I got them, but refrain from profound territories. This is not rated for children. You can use subliminal words, but don't use the actual profound words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I upload it, I'll change it to the age restriction. But right now, it's not rated for age restriction because it's live.
So you have to be careful what
Yeah,
you say.
it's not allow you to rate it for that either.
Fucking cats are invading my house. It's one to She-Devil. I could have stuck two in there maybe and set them out of here.
Well, that's a common word, so that's a word they can't say nothing about. It's how we use the interpretations.
So who
By
all
the
got
way,
snow on-
post
Who all got snow?
in the chat without going out of the video. If you want, you can share the first link to the YouTube channel in the chat over there, Jim. I think some of your followers might be more interested in the polite and peaceful way of doing things, but I also know there's some of them out there that sees things my way as well.
There's a lot of people that see your way.
I can't share them on the.
I talk to a lot of people that don't do the internet at all. There's no internet at all. And when I talk to them, they want to take out the whole block, not just, they want the whole block just gone. I mean, one block at a time gone.
Here's something that I'm pretty sure you're all going to laugh your asses off about, okay? Jim, you've watched a lot of prepping videos, right?
Yeah.
How many of those preppers, the real preppers, I should say, are worried about a internet technology person to keep the internet going in a shit hitting the fan situation?
Well, they try to keep us buried in all types of ways. I do totally understand. Southern citizen, what's happening?
We got the CB radio, Jim. We still got the internet.
Oh yeah,
Right,
that's
well,
the first
communication.
social communication way. CB radio and ham radio now as well. I got me a CB.
CB radio and ham radio is the same damn thing, except for the CB only covers 1 to 40. A ham radio carries way 1,000 channels above and 1,000 channels or more below 1 and 40. So that, like my radio has a digital readout. It's a Galaxy 88, old school radio. But I can go way below 40 and way above 40.
Nice radio, by the way. I used to have.
I'm an original aggravator. You guys, these trolls don't understand. I can go get my radio and show you. I got a record button and this little thing in my radio that if I flip the toggle switch one way and push the button, it'll record for like 10 seconds, I think it is. And then when I flick the toggle switch back and push the button and key the mic, it plays whatever it recorded. I used to record these people. We're talking 10, 20 years ago. I'd be recording them and playing them back and fucking with them hard. I gave the truckers so much hell down around Orlando. I had an 80-foot tower with a Moonraker 6. I had a damn Phantom 500 kicking a damn Heath kit. I had a 2 steel tube Heath kit and a 10-tube Phantom 500 was kicking my Heath kit. And I had a little modulator kicking the Phantom. And it was run on a DC power supply, so I could turn the amperage up to like 13 something into my radio and that little 150 modulator. So I wasn't running on just a 12-volt system. You know what I mean? I had that shit cranking. But I have a dead key, no noise at all, 5,000 watts, dead key on a bird meter. No
Are you
fucking,
in Oklahoma with that radio current day?
What's that?
Are you able to reach Oklahoma with that radio currently?
I don't have that system no more. I moved from down south. I live up North Florida now, but I would be able to wake up every morning and talk to like Barbados, straight talk. Down
Reach
south,
Oklahoma, I dare you to lock it down and say black sheep suck.
Yeah, see, no, I don't have the system no more, but we used to talk all over. I mean, I could talk to France on a clear morning on my system.
Reason why I'm saying that is because we got a CB radio club down here that if Jim the trucker was to get on the radio here in Enid and they didn't like him, he wouldn't be allowed to talk. They don't allow truckers to talk on Channel 19 unless they like them.
Yeah, see, I would come through there with a big old system set up and I would just annihilate them. back in the day.
He wouldn't.
I'd drive too
He
far.
wouldn't. He wouldn't stop me.
Oh no, we'd be talking, having fun, laughing at them, getting them all pissed off, saying shit to them, and I'd record them back, play it ourselves. And if you got a big enough power, when you key up, somebody's going to hear you. You're going to block somebody else out.
A 10,000 watt linear behind a Yazoo. If that gives you any idea what is being ran down here, half
Yeah.
the fucking spears here in Enid, they have to have a fucking linear just to be able to get from one side of Enid to the other. We're talking less than a 40-minute drive from one side of town to the other at 35 mile an hour.
That's
and they
cool.
have
I like that.
just to get that.
I like that. That's cool. I love that actually, because that's the way we used to be. We were big power. If you were coming down 95 and you turned on Interstate 4 off 95 heading toward Orlando, you didn't get to talk unless I would let you talk. It's just like that. I was like E.F. Hutton. When I would speak, everybody listened, and I'd take over all South Florida. And I talked on Channel 6 every day, every Sunday. I get my name called on Channel 6. You know what I mean? So I was a big radio back in the day. I mean, I was a really big radio. I used to love that shit. So, you know, fussing and arguing with these guys out here on YouTube is like, it's a game. This shit's a game to me. You know, arguing with these trolls, it's like cussing out people on the CB. It's a freaking game. How long do they want to play it? I've been doing it for 20 years.
A lot of fun on the CB because they'll cuss right back at you. They'll
Hell
have fun.
yeah, man. And then, like the truckers that you'd be cussing, they'd start getting out of range, you know, and I'd turn my antenna and follow them down the highway. So every time I key up, they was getting nothing but me. And then they'd say, I'm getting out of range. And I couldn't hear them. I'd say, all right, I'll holler at you on your way back through. And I'd remember their name and I'd write it down. So that if they ever came back through, I'd look on my list, see if I ever talked to them before, you know what I mean? But it was fun. I mean, we did it for fun. We'd cuss each other out for fun. So to come out on YouTube and cuss these guys out, and they're all serious. They're threatening. They're going to kill you. And you're over here trying not to laugh as you cuss them back. You know, they're so immature. You know, it's fun. I laugh at them.
If I'm still running my striker or my land command, you'd probably be able to hear me hollering out 666 North Central Oklahoma because I did used to do that on my Antron 99. It was fun, by the way.
I don't have my Heathkit steel tube no more, but I still got my 10 tube Phantom. And if I soldered me a couple variable knobs in there, I guarantee if I could locate a couple, I could fucking get that old 10 tube running again. That old 10 tube glass tube Phantom 500. That thing probably still talk. It's in there in the closet.
I shoot Skip without a fucking linear down here. But
Oh yeah, Skip come in, buddy. You can talk anywhere. You never know where he's going to talk.
as far as talking normally, I just talk mainly with the about 6 counties to each side of me.
Yeah. Well, see,
Agitated.
Channel 6 is the big radios on Sunday. If you try to get on Channel 6, you'll never really hear it. Nobody ever come back to you. But if you have a big radio, you go on Channel 6 and on a Sunday, and if someone calls your name back, I was the lost dog in Orlando. So I'd get out there and I'd key up. And if I dead keyed, it was like the channel would go silent. You didn't hear nobody. Anybody around Orlando didn't hear nothing but a dead key. When I dead keyed, I was a big station back in the day, man. Like
Here's the
everybody
part
knew.
about those people that I told you about earlier that run big linears just to get across town. They have to wait till Skip is rolling to do what you was just talking about on Channel 6. They can't do that every single Sunday. Only on days that Skip is rolling can they actually get out on Channel 6.
And I hung out with the guys that did the radio shootouts that would have 5 and 6 antennas across the roof of the truck, parking 2 trucks side by side and another truck 40 miles away with a tape recorder, and they was betting big money. It's called CB radio shootouts. And I mean, these guys would have like 16 250 amp Least-to-Bill alternators on the motor, you know, bolted into the back of the van running on nitrous to keep all these alternators spinning when he keyed up the linears. The whole floor of the van was nothing but linears. I mean, that's the kind of shit they're still doing it. You can go type in on YouTube, CB radio shootouts. You'll see what I'm talking about. Unbelievable systems, kicking out hundreds of thousands of watts. they'll floor that fucking truck, wham, and key up, and like they'll hand both of them a slip of paper. One might say red, one might say green. And when they key up, when they drop the flag and say go, the one guy will be hollering red, 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 red. The other guy will be over there hollering green, 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 or whatever numbers they give them, whatever. And whoever they hear on the recording will play it back after they get done doing the shootout. And whatever you hear the loudest, that's the winner. The other vehicle will back up and another truck will pull up beside them, or van or SUV, whatever. I mean, Suburbans. They take brand new Suburbans, and I love that shit, dude. But most of my older buddies, they ended up with pacemakers. They couldn't go nowhere near the damn shootouts no more. They'd die if they got near them thousands of watts coming out of them trucks. The good old days, the CB radio days, man.
It's still like that here in Enid, though. We always get radio here.
Yeah. I'll set me up a pole. I'll get me an Amtron. I'll stick me an Amtron up in the tree out here or something. Get me a fiberglass lightning rod and stick it up out there. You can't put them linears in the newer trucks. I had a damn a 2000, I think it was a 2006. But every time I key up the damn CB, my electric locks would go up and down in the truck. Click, 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 click. And my speedometer was fucking doing all kind of weird shit. The numbers in the dash, I'm like, oh, hell no. I can't keep this linear in this truck. I'm going to fucking destroy this truck.
I run the filter on mine, so it doesn't affect the internal instruments.
Oh, you got a filter now? See, back then, that shit was all new, man. Nobody ever had a fucking truck with a linear like we were putting.
Yeah, I have a filter because I'm pushing 185 watts into a 500.
Into a 500 what? What kind of
satellite?
A satellite 500?
Yep.
Is it a homemade box or a store-bought?
Oh yeah, no, it's custom made by a Radio Man.
Yeah, see, that's the kind you want. We got 5 pills in there or something, 500 or whatever, you know what I mean? You know the little pills we solder in the boxes back in the day? I don't even know if they're still doing it like that no more. It's been 10 years. Yeah, because that's bird watts. That's a whole different, you know, when you're talking bird watts, you're talking real watts, you know what I mean? And like they'll sell one that says it's a 350, but it's not really a 350, you know what I mean?
Oh, she's super powerful.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I don't have it on all the time, but when I do have it on,
well, like he was saying, you can't talk across town unless you got power. I mean, they're not going to let you.
No, they hate me in traffic jams because when they start getting all, keying over each other, I just flip it on and drop the hammer on low.
Hey, when them guys used to pull up to me beside me with the stereos going boom, 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 and be blasting their music, I'd key up my fucking leader. Then you'd see them, they make a right-hand turn and get as far away from me as they could. Well, I'd be like talking in their speakers about to blow their shit up.
I do that now.
I love that shit.
I do that now. It pisses them right off.
And I was rolling around. I had a 64 Ford. I had a 5,000 watt Bulldog, custom made linear. It dead key 5,000 watts too out of that damn linear. And I had a 250 amp Lee DeVille separate just for the linear, the alternator. Only ran the linear. It didn't hook up to the truck. So when I smoked something on the TV, I could still start the truck and go home. I learned that one the hard way. Smoke pouring out from under your truck, fucking linear's on fire, and you can't start the truck no more. It's like, oh, fuck. Gonna fix that. Right. So we all switched over to serpentine belts. You know what I mean? That way we could put a couple 3 alternators on there if you wanted to, and hook it all, just get a longer belt each time. But yeah, I've seen guys that had eight fucking linears or 8 alternators on the front and 8 alternators on the back on a 350 Chevrolet motor. It's on the internet. And each one of them 8 sets of 8 alternators had one serpentine belt. The motor had nitrous on it. It was bolted at the back of a Chevrolet van. When you opened the back doors up, there was the motor sitting there running on nitrous. The whole floor of the van's covered in linears. And that was his radio shootout machine. He won a bunch of belts because they give him a big old belt.
That reminds me of a picture I seen on the New World Order radio or New Radio Order Facebook page. Group of CBers across this nation. We'll just put that.
We used to go through and we'd take angel hair copper wire, and then we'd have to grind off spots where the metal was so we could bolt this copper wire to the metal. And we would run every single part of the truck to the frame with copper. Like the bumper, you'd have to run both sides of the bumper would go to the frame. Each fender would have a piece of copper wire bolted to the frame. And each fender, every part of the truck had to be bolted to the frame with copper wire. You know what I mean? And then you would put that big old pipe across the roof, and you only have one antenna that's actually live. The rest, like the 2 antennas in front of the middle one and the 2 antennas behind the middle one, they're all going straight to ground. They're like your direction indicators. So that points your signal. It makes it go perfectly straight out in front of the truck. So you can point at the guy that you're trying to get your signal to get you the strongest signal. But them radio shootout machines are bad as hell, man. I mean, you're keying up hundreds of thousands of watts, and you're pointing them directly in the direction you want to point them. You can't stop that kind of signal. I mean, you could track it if they wanted to find us. They could track our signal maybe, but once we shut it off, then we could just drive away. They're not going to stop our communication from coast to coast. You know what I mean? We'll be able to pass it from one radio to the next. It might take a day or 2 to get there, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? So we'll know what's going on, and when shit hits the fan, we'll still be able to communicate throughout the country unless they can figure a way to stop the CBs from transmitting.
Right.
We used to take a 5-gallon bucket. We'd take a CB radio. We'd wire a couple of the mic wires together so that when you turned it on, all you would hear was wee, and that's the signal it would put out. So we would bury a motorcycle battery in this radio with a little antenna inside the bucket with a hole that the antenna could stick out the top of the bucket. We'd go by the guy's house that we didn't like, and we'd dig a hole, and we'd bury that bucket out in the woods somewhere near his house with that little antenna sticking out of the ground. And we'd turn it on and bury it, right? So when he turned his radio on, when he got off work, all he would hear was wee on every single channel. He didn't know what the hell's going on. He'd have to check all of his shit and read it. Then he'd have to go out with his signal tester and find out where this is at, you know? By then the battery would die, and he'd never find it.
Computers actually did something similar to that, but instead of using a radio, he actually took a radio controlled device for an RC car.
Yeah.
Hooked up a 9-volt battery to it, hooked up a little bitty CB antenna to it, and yeah, it does the same thing. Basically, it's a block of it. That's all you hear.
Yeah. We used to fuck with people hard.
Device he bought on that he bought from Radio Shack, I think it was. It's Radio Shack or Amazon. That you take it, you stick it up, you clip it around the coax, and then when you push, when they go to key up, you push on it to push it together onto the coax. I guess it's like a how should I put this? Echo, mic, play. We'll go with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those, but in real small form to tear up the radio and anything connected to the same power supply and breaker box. I don't know how he got it or anything like that, but supposedly he got it from either Radio Shack or Amazon. Now, mind you this, I'm pretty sure you know this trick. Thumbtack coax.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you stab that through the coax, they key up, it's going to smoke. A lot of the people that are working on CB radio stuff in Orlando area, they all worked at Martin Marietta down there at the place that makes the military shit. So there's some high tech people that retire down there that are into CB radios. Well, they have all that knowledge from working at this place, making bombs their whole life. You know what I mean? It's like it ain't hard to make a linear. So we got a lot of high tech people on the CB radio people side that, you know, these are old school people.
You know what the hell it is? Have you listened to the CB and No Shade the last 3 years?
Not really, no, not except for on YouTube. There's a few channels that talk on YouTube channels that I watch.
Well, the reason why I was asking is because there is somebody down in Florida that every time I hear Skip rolling, I hear him talking shit to what sounds like himself. Literally, it sounds like the same person. And he's just dissing himself, basically. And it's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
I used to be accused of cussing out myself because they couldn't hear the person that I was talking to. You know, I would turn my antenna and direct it right on someone. And I wrapped my own back door on I had a Moonraker 6-element flats and verticals, but I wrapped the back door myself with copper wire. I had a perfect back door set up to where if I turned my back of my antenna towards you, I'd hardly even hear you. Even if you was like close to me. If I wasn't pointing at you, I didn't get much of a signal from you.
By the way, you speaking of a Moonraker, what kind of person buys a brand spanking new Moonraker and then cuts it up to try to make it better?
Hey, I'm just saying, that's the way we roll in Florida. And it wasn't brand new. I bought it in pieces and put it together myself. I've never bought nothing brand new, hardly ever.
The guys down here cut about a foot off of the back door of a Moonraker.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
Brandon,
customizing.
It's your way, getting a used one and putting it together without certain pieces, but cutting it, my God.
He probably wanted a certain frequency wave, and he had to shorten it to get his wave.
Yeah. Well, I know people buy brand new 4-wheelers and take them straight to the machine shop and have them bored out as maximum they could board. Never even rode the damn things, and they're tricking them out. They've got to be the baddest 4-wheeler when they come out, even though it's a whatever size, it's got to be better than all the rest of them that are that size. It's like I bought a motorcycle. Me and my friend bought Yamahas. Well, we had to go in and buy them at exactly the same time because otherwise, if he'd have bought a 650 and then I would have went in there, I'd have bought a 750 just to outdo him. But so we had to buy our motorcycles exactly the same time. You know what I mean? So then what he do? He took his straight to the machine shop, got Vance and Hines exhaust and a carburetor kit. So we're riding down the road doing about 100 mile an hour. Mine was maxed out about that. He's like, "Is that all you got?" I said, "Yeah." And he floored it and took off and left me sitting there like I wasn't even moving. I was like, "You son of a bitch. How much did that cost you?" He's like, $1,500. I'm like, "Fuck you. I'm keeping my money. 100 mile an hour is fast enough." But he could keep up with all the big bikes after he did that, you know. I'd just get there a few minutes later.
Well, hell, all I know is right now what I'm running is Cobras these days, but as far as CB goes, but I don't even get and I'm using a 102-inch steel whip as a replacement for my Antron since it went to hell in a handbasket. All the threads in between part 2 and part 3 of the Antron, gone.
Yeah.
So I tossed it and put my 102-inch steel whip up.
I'd have squirted some fucking liquid nail in there and screwed that bitch back together.
I bought this fiberglass stuff that you could wrap around it, and the damn thing broke in two.
Oh, shit. Hey, I've had mine look like spaghetti noodles, man, when the fucking lightning hit. I went through several fucking Amtrons because of lightning. But I had like an 80-foot tower. Huh?
Hot Wheels down here in Enid had something happen like that too, but it wasn't just his Antron. His whole damn tower bent over.
Yeah, that's what happened to mine. It came down during a hurricane one time, come through the roof of my house. The Amtron did. Bent the whole damn tower in half. But that was the end of my 80-foot tower and my Moonraker.
But yeah, as far as radios go, I'm actually in the process of trying to come up with $30 to send to a buddy of mine up in Edmond to get me my hands on a Baofeng UV5R.
I'm not sure what that is. What is that?
What's that?
I'm not sure what that is. What are you talking about? A radio or a linear? Or?
Dual band radio.
Oh, okay.
Technically, it's meant for ham operators, which I'm not. But if shit hits the fan, there ain't gonna be no FCC to tell me what I can and can't do, anyways.
FCC, hey, the FCC has not bothered CB radios in fucking 10 or 15 years, unless you're interfering. Like, say the beauty salon is messing with the guy's computer up the road, the FCC will step in, but they're not going to bother. I mean, because you got to figure legal limits 4 watts. We've been keying up 100,000 watts for 20 years now.
2014, 2 CB operators got fined by FCC right here in Enid, Oklahoma, for running ham radios on CB frequencies.
And my CB radio that I bought is a Galaxy 88, and if there's a number on there and I can click to it and talk, I'm going to talk. I don't care how pissed off the ham operators get at me. Just the way it is.
They turned their own person in. One of those CB operators that's running the ham CB frequencies is also a ham operator too. They told him he had to make a choice, either CB freaks or ham freaks. He chose ham freaks because he can't handle the people on CB anymore anyways.
Was it goes Q? How we used to say that? CD, QX, CDC. What the hell we used to say?
CQDX.
CQDX. That's right. I used to fuck with the ham guys. I fucked with everybody, man. I had a broke neck. I couldn't leave the house for like a long time. I broke a bone in my neck, crushed 4 discs. I was kind of
they'll find you, they'll turn you into the FCC, and they will keep doing it until the FCC comes down and does something about it. These ham operators here in Enid are pussy-ass, baby-ass bitches.
Oh, I'd have me a radio. I'd be driving around to different parts of town, mark down the street from their house, keying up, talking about, hey, what's up? How you like me now?
Exactly my thought right there.
I would give them hell. That would be my game to play.
You guys ought to bring your radios to town someday and have some fun.
Cat and mouse.
As far as the UV5R radio that I was mentioning a little bit ago, the Baofeng, it's actually technically a ham radio, handheld radio that I'm trying to get. It goes to like GMRS, FRS, and a bunch of other UHF and VHF frequencies. You can even talk on police band with them.
That you don't want to get caught on.
I already did that. I was 16, and I was told that if I ever did it again, instead of a 7-year ban from FCC regulated equipment, I would end up with a $24,000 fine and probably jail time as well.
Yeah, most likely. You can listen, but you can't key.
Well, when I hear a police officer calling a person a nigger just because they black, yeah, I'm going to key up and say something.
Hey, just so you know, I don't talk shit. This is I just did.
Hey, can you put full screen?
My signal indicator. See my toggle switch with the button right here? You see the toggle switch, and this is the button? That's my record button.
Nice setup.
And that was my modulator, the old Texas Star.
I got that Texas Star right there in my storage unit right now.
I don't think it's like that one. That one's got some big tubes or some big pills soldered in it, and it's got a giant variable. I got a heavy duty variable knob. My variable knob is like heavy duty. That's all custom made right there.
Mine's
Same with that.
$150, if that helps you out.
Huh?
Mine's $150, but it needs to be the same size.
And then I got my old don't mess with my damn noise canceller.
Hell, I got a power mic. When I got me a power mic.
It's an old school. I still got the original Galaxy mic. That's old school right there. Hey, this is a badass mic right here now. This one here, noise canceling. This is like that old school power mic. Diesel, Dicel. Yep. But this was the recorder thing. Hell, I still got that too. Shit. Tell me I don't say. Here was the thing that I had put in there called playback. That's what that toggle switch right there is. That's this playback thing.
Yeah, get one of those.
It's called Interaction Sound Module. I had this one lady, my friend's wife, cussing herself out all night long. She would say something, and I would record it and play it back. He called me on the phone. He said, dude, please stop making my old lady argue with herself, because she didn't know it was her. Because I'd record herself, like she'd say, you're just a bitch. And then I'd record that and play it back. You're just a bitch. And she's like, don't call me a bitch, you bitch. And I had her doing this for like a good 20 minutes till my friend begged me to stop. Please, man, if she finds out it's you, she's going to kill us both. I love playing with the TV. Yeah, that old Galaxy 88 right there, y'all. I miss them good old days.
Yeah, that kind of stuff sounds like something I'd pull. But yeah, that little playback device that you got is what I've been looking to get my hands on one of.
What's that? I was
That
putting my
little that is what I've been trying to get my hands on.
Hey, there's a bunch of guys that make and sell boxes in Jacksonville, Florida. You can find them on Facebook easily. You just type in Jacksonville, Florida, CB linears. They make them and sell them. And they got the big pills in them. They got the large variable knobs that don't burn up like the stock Texas Star junk that they sell, basically linears. You know what I'm saying? The stock factory made shit.
I can't see that.
Hey, they put the big wires in there so that it doesn't, you know what I mean? They make this shit last. But you can't buy a factory linear from like the truck stop and it'd be really as good as these custom made boxes are. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jim, you don't have to go
I'm
full
working on
screen
it.
with your view.
What's that? What kind of radio is that? Jim?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Almost looked like a Galaxy at first. It didn't.
Like the blinding it.
Ranger, it might have been. Remember the old Ranger radios? Rangers went way low. They went lower than my Galaxy.
I just got to find out which light is blinding my camera.
It's the one straight ahead.
You know what? You're right. It's that going. It's not even me. I know what that is. Again, street light out there. Hang on a second.
That damn thing on Cover 29 LTD Classic I run.
There we go. Street light's blinded. Now I'll get my interiors on.
Make sure you ain't got no red lights.
That's a Galaxy DX77 HML.
What year is that one?
All the channels.
What years did you get that? What year does that?
It's like a 1982.
Why ain't you
No
got a freak?
way. No fucking way.
Yeah, way.
Damn. That's cool, man. Fucking 1980 something radio.
That's my little one.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, why don't you freak meter on it?
I don't need a freak meter.
Everybody down here swears you have to have a freak meter to know what frequency you're on in case you're off frequency a little bit.
I got a frequency chart.
I just got a knob I turn. They usually are on the wrong frequency. Most radios, if you tune into them real close, you'll realize they're not on, like if they're on 19 channel 2, which is what, 26.975, I think it was. Well, they might be on 26.976 on their
27.
radio. Their radio might not be tuned just right. You know what I mean? So I would tune to where they were at, and I would.
I got the tune knob on that, and I also have the 10K slide.
Channel 19 is supposed to be on 27.185. Supposed to be. Keyword in that.
Yeah, well, their radio might be tuned to 186, you know what I mean, or 187. They might not be tuned just right on their radio. A lot of the people that have like Cobra radios, I've noticed, they're not tuned exact. Like one of the guys might be on
when they tweak
the channel, and then
Classic, it does technically take it off frequency a little bit.
And I could notice that and tune into them to where I would have them crystal clear on my Galaxy 88, because I can just turn the knob just a hair and then, listen to them and clear them right up. Or we could go in between channels and talk, and that would really piss people off because all they would hear would be
upper and lower sideband. I talk on 27 upper sideband from time to time.
10K slide.
Who's live?
The 10K slide. That's in between channels.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I have on that 10K slide. I got the frequency tune and all that.
Yes, I could pick a number and go to it. I can go to any number.
Hey, by the way,
change it, like I said.
I know that Jim's older than me. I don't know about you, but I know Jim's older than me. What's your thoughts on the old CB radios that have the telephone for a microphone?
Oh, he's going way back into the Midlands.
Mine's Johnson, 154.
Well, that's a president. That's not. Yeah, that's a. You got yourself a classic there.
Yeah, I've got one. Somebody tries to steal that shit from me, and they better be ready to get some buckshot in their ass.
I've never even seen one or had the ability to even look at one like that before.
The thing I'm pissed off the most about is I traded it a while back being stupid because I wanted a radio with bit more power. I traded it for a tweak-to-peak radio with a 50-watt linear attack and built in. A Stinger board, basically. Well, when I got it back, when I traded it, it worked. When I got it back, it didn't.
Right.
Pissed me clean the fuck off. I'm still trying to figure out it. There's no power getting to it at all. So something's fucked up inside of it somewhere.
Yeah, the transformers went out. They smoked it.
Now, if I can get that damn thing working again, even with it being older than me, I've got to agree that radio had better. It was best on frequency radio I've ever had, and the reason why is because you could hear me plain and clear, whatever channel I put it on.
We used to have a guy that rode around in a van, and he parked at truck stops and stuff, and that's all he did was fix radios and stuff. You could take your radio to him, and he'd sit right there, and he'd fix it while you were sitting there.
Well, we have people here in Enid. They'll go around with this little round antenna on top of their vehicles, find out where you live. Then they'll out you on the radio as to where you live, what your real name is, so on and so forth.
They wouldn't have to do that. I'd tell them where I lived. Dare them to come by. I'd warn them ahead of time. Back then, I had 15 dogs in the yard. Most of them were all over 100 pounds, 150 pounds.
They might do here in this come by and flip you off or threaten to kick your ass, but they never actually stop and do it.
Yeah, that's the same as YouTube. I mean, they drive past my house with their shotguns hanging out the window, cussing the poor dirt farmer. They're going to do this, do that. But when I walk out the front door, they take off down the dirt road out of here. So I don't know. I just all talk, no action.
All bark,
And
no
that's why I
bite.
say I've been through this shit for so many years. They think they're going to intimidate somebody like me. I'm fucking 58 years old. You think I give a shit about anybody, what comes out of anyone's mouth?
Yep, you're older than me.
I don't care what comes out of someone's mouth. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. You can't hurt my feelings. You might piss me off a little bit, but you ain't going to hurt my feelings. Because I expect it from most people. That's why I moved to the woods to get away from people, because what I expect from them is usually what I get. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way people are. Society's so fucked up. Millions of people got to die. That's just the only fucking hope. Millions of people must die. That's the only hope for this planet, for this society. That's the only hope for the government to change what they're doing to us. And a lot of them got to be with them millions that are going to have to die in order for the system to.
Hell,
right
I put a
itself.
video earlier today saying basically the same thing. And I got an email about it and had to take it down. I got threatened again by told not to put it and let it upload. I said, for the few to survive, many must die. How is that wrong?
I've been saying it for years out here. That's the only way our government's going to stop treating us the way they're treating us. I've said it over and over many times. And YouTube took my rain video down. Children aren't allowed to know it rains outside.
Heck, there's this famous forefather of this nation that he said that every 20 years we're supposed to rebel, but we're way past that, because it's been over 100 years since he said that, and only one rebellion, and that being the Civil War.
That's a lot more than a rebellion, I think. But hey, you know, if that's a rebellion every 20 years, that's a lot to go through. But if you look and research how many people have died in wars, the millions of people that have died in wars, well, they ain't never come up with an injection to fix that. And how in the hell are they going to give away millions of shots for free? And not only give them away, produce them, have them approved, and then give them away. But they won't give away shit for nothing. I mean, there's a lot of illnesses that need people to give them medicines that they don't, but yet they're going to give medicine for this? A fucking flu?
Hell, I put out a video 2 days ago that got taken down as well about the national debt. If you look it up, the national debt is shown as debt owed to the American people and any country or bank who has purchased national debt. Well, in my video, I said, well, hell, if it's owed to me, give it back to me, damn it.
All right. Now for my big boy.
Oh, did you get out another radio?
There it comes. Sit down.
A little bit lower.
Look, there's a lot of hold on here.
General HP 40 watt.
No. Yeah, it says 40 watt. But that right there, that's not 40 watt.
Yeah, I know. But here's another thing: if you got a general, why ain't it got a one of those flags on it that the U.S. government's trying to get rid of?
Look, man, getting the faceplate ain't nothing.
Everybody that I see with generals seem to have one of those flags on their radio.
Well,
the front of the whole damn radio.
You're talking about the older radios. You're talking about the General Lee. This is the General. It's a Connex.
All I know is that General Lee, General, and there's also another one that I think was called a General as well. I'd have to look back at some of the videos sent to me by radio operators. But yeah, I still talk on the CB, and obviously Jim talks on the CB. He got a truck, so he talks on the CB.
I get me another truck rolling. I'll have my radio back in there.
But well, heck, you need and we all need base station radios too.
Yeah.
You don't need a base station radio. You just need your base station setup with a good power supply. You can transport your radio back and forth.
Yep. I've got 3 or 4 power supplies here. So I got a few power supplies.
I used to have a power supply that I got out of an RV, and it didn't work, right? It would, unless you would key up the mic and let off and key up again real quick, that power supply would engage and kick in to put out enough power to run your linears, right? So it was a weird power supply, but that thing was old and it worked. When it worked, man, that thing would talk. Well, you could get some power out of that bitch. Hell, the thing was 2 foot long and probably 10 inches thick. It was huge.
I got a buddy up in New York who buys everybody's old computer towers, and he takes the power supply out of them and converts them into CB radio power supplies.
Wow, that's an idea.
They hold and maintain up to about 40 amps.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like the old variable power supplies because you could turn the voltage up to like 13.3, 13.6, run your CB radio on 13 something volts instead of 12 volts like a truck puts out, because the CB is not meant to run that on a 12 volt. It's meant to, if you look at the bottom, you'll see where it says 13.3 or whatever.
Just to go through it, 13.5.
My truck runs at 14.
Yeah, does it? Yeah.
Yep.
So you got some good power. Your light's really bright when it comes on. But you can noticeably see the light on your radio when you turn the variable up a little bit. You can see the light brighten just a little bit, and you can watch you can watch your signal go up too. It's like you get more power.
Yeah. Pump them finals right up.
Yeah. Make that sucker talk. And that's like my fields thing, the field strength tester that I use, this SWR tester. I'm a firm believer in that,
Yeah, I keep my SWR right close.
Mm-hmm. And then depending on how much power, you got to have your radio turned down so it don't dead key too much and swing up too much. And there's a lot to it. People don't realize that when you're setting up your radio that needs to be done to make it talk good,
Hell, in this town, that's probably why they have problems getting out to other counties and states, because they hook up these amplifiers, but they don't turn their radios down.
Yeah, so they're dead keying too hot. It's not doing good. Their SWRs are way out of control. They're all fucked up.
I know one here who goes 8 miles in a single day.
I'm old school. I got the old one. That's the new one there.
I have right there, Jim.
What's that?
That's the style of SWR meter I have.
Yeah, my old school.
This does the SWR and the wattage.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that shit so long ago. Well, it used to be my friend lived like across the road, but he was in a different county, so it cost us $0.25 on our phone bill every time we called each other. So if I called him 2 or 3 times a day, and if my old lady called his old lady 2 or 3 times a day, that was a bunch of damn quarters every day. You know what I mean? So we bought. So to save $0.25, we spent thousands of dollars on CB radios. I mean, that's what we did. You know. But we had the baddest talking shit in the world because when we bought the CB radios, we couldn't talk to each other. Nobody would let us. They all stepped on us. We said, we got to fix that.
Speaking of radio operators, I just got a Facebook message from a ham operator. I think his ears might have been burning.
Yeah. He knew somebody was talking about his ass somewhere.
Yeah, he's doing his weekly update. He's been for the last 4 years. This guy has sent me a minimum of one message per week that I need to get my ham license so that I can get on Ham Band and talk to him. What the hell? Just give me a damn radio. I'll get on it without the damn ham ticket. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be running enough power to really piss off anybody.
Well, it matters too. What frequency range? 2 meters, 30 meters.
He's on 70 centimeters and two as well. 2 meters.
You want to get 70 meters? You gotta be almost a tech.
All I had to do back in the day was turn my antenna, spin my antenna around till I would hear somebody talking in the distance, and then I would turn my channel to find them, and then I would talk to them, and they'd say, "You can't talk here." I'd say, "Yeah, I can. I'm doing it right now."
The radios I have won't go above 40 and below 1.
Yeah, you got to get you a Galaxy or a President or something like that.
Well,
I'm trying to come up with the 250 to get a Lincoln 2.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can take them in and get your channels clipped and extra channels put in, but you're not going to get a whole lot, but you might gain an extra 50, 60 channels.
The local radio techs will not do that because they don't want, all the radio techs in this town have ham licenses and they're afraid to lose them. Let's put it that way.
There ain't no truck stops around there with no radio dudes that sell good used radios.
Hell, we got a Jiffy Trip, getting ready to have a second Jiffy Trip. We got a Hutch's. We've got truck stops, but nobody working on CBs at them.
Oh. There's got to be somewhere around you. I mean, I don't know.
The closest place I found was about 3 states away.
Well, if you go on Facebook and you type in CB radio shootouts, you'll see the biggest guys out there. They're all around the country, and they come from all over the place. All where they come from your state, they probably go to your state and have radio shootouts. CB radio shootouts, man. They're everywhere, and that's the biggest.
You go on Facebook and you try to look up shootouts, you're going to run into the new radio order, the NRO.
No, type in CB radio shootout.
Yep.
And you'll see what I'm talking about. I go on there right now and find a link. I guarantee it.
Now, mind you, I know you got Facebook over there. You said you did it a while back, at least.
Yeah.
Go on there and look up Blacklisted CB Radio. They have an entire group on Facebook that is dedicated to telling you what radio techs screw you over and what radio techs don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I know we got a bunch of them in Florida. A bunch of damn radios, CB, big radio channels. I mean, the biggest of the big. They're fucking unbelievable into it. I mean, these guys will go buy a brand new Suburban and start drilling holes in the roof to mount their damn radio shootout bar to the top of this thing and start grounding every part of I mean, they're inside drilling holes, mounting shit. A brand freaking new Suburban.
Have you met that man? Because you just described 3 of his SUVs.
Who's that?
A guy that goes by the name Batman on Channel 19. He actually has 3 Suburbans with 2 antennas on each of them.
Nah, with a big old metal pipe running down the roof of the Suburban with 5 antennas sticking off the roof. You can't even drive down the road with these things on. They gotta take the antennas off before they drive.
He didn't even put it on a pipe. He just put and direct mounted them onto the top of the Suburban.
Yeah.
He's over there having fun looking at videos.
That's your CB shootout.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on YouTube too that happen in Jacksonville and all over Florida. We have a lot of radio shootouts in Florida.
Okay, little 2-foot flexi on there. It's on a spring because that's the way I will run it on this vehicle because very stiff antenna.
It is. You can pull it right up on the internet. It'll pop you right up.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Well, I gotta get my way to the rack. So.
All right, y'all have fun. I'm not far behind you. I just drank a pot of coffee, so I'm about ready to go to sleep.
Hey, by the way, PDF, I don't know if you're on my the channel that I'm under on here, the Leprechaun channel, but hey, Jim, who is there anybody else other than you, me, and Poor Dirt Farmer in here right now?
No.
Earlier this evening, I was in here under another name. If you catch my drift,
I know.
What?
I know where. I know when you came in.
Well, what I was trying to let PDF know, he can find 2 of my names in the live chat. And Jim can probably send you the rest of them.
Hey, I probably already got you, but if I don't, the only way I've been finding anybody is if they leave a comment, like on one of my videos, or like the latest video or whatever. Then I can click on their name. If I don't have them, then I join them. But that
I'll try. I'll try to put up some chats from some of my different channels, but I got several channels, so yeah. If you see Eric Brawl, more than likely it's me.
And we can leave a link on our comments too. I mean, we can leave a comment with a link. You know what I mean? On our videos, but we can't leave comments in the live no more. You know, we can't leave links in the live feeds anymore.
You got another chatter over there, Jim. The Pen and the Sword.
Yeah, I know that channel. They're out here a lot.
Well, they're in the chat right now.
Hey, Pen and Sword. Hello, hello. How you doing?
Just popped in.
Yeah, Pen and Sword's good.
Bet Tech already left.
She abandoned us like an old shoe.
But
left us.
Not to make you mad, but I was just get ready to shut down.
Hey, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta leave here because this bar is closing.
Coming in, the Pen and the Sword.
Be safe, y'all.
So, if you see anything that looks like it's Irish or Scottish in your comments from multiple channels, that's me.
All right, I'll get you for sure. I'll come take a look. I got to look at Word's video tonight, and I got to look at the All American Guys videos. That's 2 channels I got to check out. I'm trying to remember what.
I Am the American.
Yeah, I've already been joined to that page. I've been on that page before.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all be safe. I'm gone.
You too.
Take care, Pen, Leprechaun, PDF.
Later, everybody.